For creating folders in Linux, we use mkdir command, which is usually pronounced as mkdir. So we type mkdir, then folder name, enter, and here's a new folder which we named Linux course. ll or ls commands can be used to check the result. Let's move into our new folder by the already known cd command. Of course, our folder is empty as we haven't created anything there yet. By the way, a little comment on ll command. You might have noticed that the output of the ll or ls-la commands always starts from two lines. The first ends with a dot, the second ends with two dots. So the first line ending with a dot contains the info about the current folder where we are located now. And the second line, which ends with two dots, is the parent folder for our current one. There is also the option to create multiple folders by one command. So we can type something like mkdir folder1 space folder2 space folder3 and see all these three folders being created at once. One more specific thing about the Linux file system. Look, we're going to create a new folder named folder1, which name starts from the upper F symbol. Although we already have a folder with the same name, just with the lower first letter case. So the idea is that for Linux, these two file or folder names are different, which is not the same in Windows. Because in Windows, we couldn't have created these folder1 and folder1, where names differ only with the letter case. Another way to use mkdir command is this. We type mkdir2/3/4, meaning that we are about to create nested folders at once. It didn't work this time because this trick needs the -p key. When we add it to the end of the command, then something gets created. Let's check it out. There is the 2 folder here that has just been created. If we go into it, then we will find one more folder named 3. Let's go into it and surprise, surprise, there's folder named 4. So we have created the hierarchy of folders using the / symbol between folder names in one command. It is suitable here to mention one more useful command, which is called tree. If we type tree and see the answer like command not found, this means that we can install it by the command written 2 lines below. I mean sudo apt install tree. So we just copy and paste this command or type it by hand and it'll install the tree for us. A little program that outputs folder structure in a convenient way. But before we use it, let's move several levels up in the file structure. Guess where we will end up if we type now cd ... huh? So it'll move us 3 levels up, and we're now in the Linux course directory. The pwd command proves that. Getting back to the tree command, it shows us the folder structure. Now we see all the folders we have created. Directory 2 containing directory number 3 containing directory 4. And other flat folders, I mean located on the same level. Let's discuss one more case you might encounter while creating a folder. So, we're up to create some new folder. Press enter and get this permission denied error. If that happens, first make sure you're creating the folder in the right location. Supposedly, we're sure of what we do. Then we need to claim the admin rights for our command. We do it by the sudo prefix for the previous command. So we add sudo run command and it works just fine. But when we check the result, there's no folder that we have created. Where is it? It is located not in the current location, but in the root of the file system, as our path for creation of the folder started with the / symbol. So we will find our folder in the place where we put it, in the root of the file system. In Linux, there's definitely more than one way to create a file. And now we're going to discuss this topic. The first way to create file is using touch command. So we type touch, then the name of the file, and here it is. The next our option is echo command with the greater than sign and followed by file name. So the new file has been created as well. Also, we might omit the echo command. Just greater than sign with the new file name creates it as well. Probably you have noticed that the last new file 3 has no extension. We did it intentionally. I wanted to draw your attention to the idea that in Linux, file extension doesn't have that huge importance as it does in Windows, for example. So here can exist a lot of files without extension at all. They can be images, scripts, other executional files, etc. And it's okay, because Linux doesn't care about file extension if only for users' convenience. And the last way to create file that we're going to discuss now is the cat command. It looks this way. We type cat, greater than sign, and file name. After we press enter, the terminal is waiting for input from us. Everything we type now goes to the file content, and it'll continue until we press Ctrl D. Then input finishes, we get our command line back and we check the result, so a new file is here, and within it there's a text we entered just now. I wanted to pay a bit more attention to the touch command we used in this section. So this command allowed us to create a new file. But if we use this command followed by the existing name of the file, what will happen then? In this case, the date of the file is gonna get updated. So we input again touch and new file 1.txt, and we know that this file already exists. Now we can see that the date of the file has been updated. Just the date, and nothing else has happened to that file. So this is how touch command works with existing files.